I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I've been waiting for somebody, any, I don't care if it's a politician or not, to shut down these reporters, okay? In this video, we have Pierre, who is, I believe he's a Canadian conservative, and basically, he confronts this reporter, person, right? And the way he dismantles it, it's just mind-boggling, right? This is what I expect somebody that's really standing on business for real, right? And not trying to beat around the bush. When you give them a question, they go literally left, right, everywhere else. Okay, this guy is standing here chewing on his apple like Johnny Appleseed and just straight up standing on business. And ultimately, that's all we ask for. Be real. Don't be phony. And in politics, let's just get real. When is that going to happen? Probably never. So without further ado, we get right into it. Let's rock.
Oh my God!
Topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean, certainly you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, this and that, right wing. I mean, it's that type of ideological thing.
I never really talk about left or right.
Anyways,
I don't really believe in that.
Okay, a lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Like which people would say that?
Well,
Is it just me, or does it look like, is he reading from something? It looks like his head is like down, or is it just me? Because it looks like he's reading from something. You're not looking him directly in the eye like a man. You looking down at your cards, or like what's going on there? And again, it is what it is if you're looking at cards. But yeah, it's hard to tell. Back to the video.
Sure, a great many Canadians, but
like who?
I don't know who, but
well, you're the one who asked the question, so
yeah.
You must know somebody.
Okay, I'm sure there's some out there, but anyways, the point of this question is, I mean, why should Canadians trust you with their vote, given not just the sort of ideological inclination in terms of taking the page out of Donald Trump's book, but
what are you
also
talking about? What page? What page? Can you give me a page? Give me the page. You keep saying
in terms of turning things quite dramatically in terms of Trudeau and the left wing and all of this. I mean, you make quite a it's quite a play that you make on it. So I'm
not
just
sure.
wondering.
I don't know what your question is.
Then forget that. Why should Canadians?
No, we're not going to forget it. We're not going to forget it. You see, and you have some seasoned reporters that won't backtrack, and they'll make some BS up, right? To make it seem, to kind of fluff their statement, right? This guy, I can tell he's not as seasoned because he says, forget that. Obviously, and I'm not saying that he's not a good reporter, but really good reporters would never do that. They will never backtrack. You will not find them doing that. They will 100% smother you with this nonsense. 1000%. Say I'm lying, right? Back to video.
Trust you with their vote.
Common sense. Okay. Common sense for a change. We're going to make common sense common in this country. We don't have any common sense in the current government. The guy prints $600 billion, grows our money supply by 32% in 3 years. That's growing the money 8 times faster than the economy. No wonder we have the worst inflation in 4 decades. I'm going to cap spending, cut waste, so that we can balance the budget and bring down inflation and interest rates. You'll want to be able to pay your mortgage again? You want to be able to afford rent? Then you have to vote for Pierre Poilievre, because I'm the only one with a common sense plan that will bring back the buying power of your pay.
All right, so basically, guys, that's pretty much it. So a couple things I want to point out before I end the video. The reason why I'm reacting to this video in particular is because I wanted to show you guys it is not just in the United States. This is in Canada. This is a Canadian, right? And the type of media that, and now granted, this guy he ain't like the CNNs and all the other ones, right? Like, again, they would never backtrack on, they don't, from the most part, right? And I'm not saying, well, I shouldn't say ever, but for the most part, they don't, right? So, but anyway, So for me, what I like, and I don't know this gentleman that well at all, right? But from this clip, I can tell that he stands on business, right? And he's not gonna let a reporter bully him around, right? He could have easily tried to answer all the questions and be nice and just go with the flow of his interview. But another thing too that I wanted to say is a lot of times, and I hear this so many times, especially during the election, people say, like, no, just be real. You say this is research that you did. You did the research. And you could see when he's eating his apple, looking at him, right in the face and being like, no, who's they? No. And I thought he was going to say, no, you mean you. This is what you think, right? Just be a man about it, brother. And just look him in the eye and just say, yeah, no, I don't think you're going to be a good leader. You're copying off of Trump, right? And forget the cards, bro. Just be real. People respect realness. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care if you're from the other side of the planet. People don't want that fake nonsense. And that's why, whether you like him or not, Trump, people like him a lot because, for the most part, he wasn't reading off any card. He was going there, and yes, he would go on rants sometimes, absolutely. But people didn't care because he was telling the truth. It was what stuff that he's seen, being in office, all that stuff, right? And his experiences, he would talk about that. Not the cue cards, right? So anyway, guys, I'm ending it there. Let me know what you think about this interaction right here. Again, I wanted to show it's not just the United States. Okay, that's why I'm showing you guys this video. It happens literally all over the world. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Seriously, it means a lot to me. Make sure you kick the like button and slap the subscribe button twice for me. Thank you. Until next time, peace out.